Welcome back to the R1 Rebuild Series. In today's episode, I'm going to be taking out the headlights, fuel tank, and exhaust. In the last episode, we did the fairings, and I kind of feel like I was all over the place, so we're going to try to streamline things a little bit more. So we're going to start from the front and work our way to the back. That way it's a little bit better to follow. So right after removing those fairings from the front, the headlight really is just held together by a couple bolts. Well, looks like it's only one bolt here. And don't forget to disconnect the connector. Oh, that popped right off. Okay. By the way, it's usually a good idea if you guys aren't going to be reconnecting these connectors to mark them. For me personally, I'll just forget. So I decided to mark everything with masking tape. Of course, the screw is missing for this one. So only the grommet that's in here was holding it together. All right, so headlights off. Now onto the fuel tank. I do have fuel in here. We're gonna drain that out first. Now, I think there's an issue with this gas cap as well. The locking mechanism just doesn't want to come out. So I ordered a new one. So all I have is this little extraction pump. Hopefully it doesn't leak. All right, after about 30 minutes, I finally got the fuel tank drained. I didn't realize it was completely full, but let's get back into removing a couple of screws and we should be able to lift this off. Earlier when I was taking off the fairings, I've already removed the screws. There's gonna be one there, one on the other side, and then a long bolt that rides through there. After that, you should be able to pull off the tank. Just gonna go ahead and lift up on the tank here. And as we can see, there's a couple of clamps and cables connected to the fuel tank. We're just gonna undo those and pull them right off. I just thought about it, but probably a good idea to lay down some shop towels underneath, just in case. And that definitely was a good idea because the hose to the pump actually had some fuel left in it. I just gotta figure out how to get these connectors off. So you had 1, 2, and 3 tube connections, and then 2 electrical connectors, and the fuel tank is off. All right, with the fuel tank off, she looks pretty bare bones right now, which is nice. I can see all the electrical systems that's getting wired up to the front. And the last thing we're gonna do today is take off the slip-on exhaust in the back. And I will be replacing these with some Toast exhaust. It should look real nice. If you wanna see the final results of that, definitely hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, let's finish this up. If you guys can see over in the exhaust here where it's clamped, it's like it's just held together by a nut. Both of them look pretty rusted out. Wow. those are in there. Might need PB blaster for this. Well, as you guys can see, I had to move on to the other side because I got my ratchet stuck.
What an idiot.
I used the long socket instead of the short one. And it got stuck over onto this exhaust right here. There we go. Whew. All right, that kicked my butt. There you have it, guys. That is it for the day. Didn't take too long, but I'm just gonna inspect the wiring next, and I'll probably do that off camera just because all the wiring is kind of everywhere, especially here at the ballast for God knows how many LEDs. But I'm gonna probably strip out all of the electrical tape and make sure everything looks good and I know where each of the wires are going. But that's pretty much it. Till next time, we'll probably strip off the air intake next, and we'll figure out how to get into the valves and all that to do spark plugs, valve clearance. That's gonna be quite a big job. So, see ya.